Have you ever noticed that price in the market moves really fast from one area to another, and then after a while, it comes right back to that same area? I'm pretty sure a lot of you have experienced this. You saw a strong green candle and jumped into a buy, but after going up a little bit, price came right back down, and you thought, the market is going against me. But the truth is, the market came back to that area because there was a gap that still needed to be filled. And in smart money concepts, this gap is called a fair value gap. If you can understand where this gap forms, how it forms, and how to use it for trade entries, you can avoid a ton of losing trades and seriously improve your accuracy. So in today's video, let's break down the fair value gap step by step, from the absolute basics all the way to practical trading. Let's first understand fair value gap. Whenever price in the market leaves its balanced area and moves really fast from one place to another, it means buyers and sellers couldn't reach a balance. One side was way too strong and the other side was weak. Because of that, price moves super fast and a gap forms between two candles. To put it simply, when there are fewer sellers and more buyers in the market, buyers start buying stocks at higher and higher prices, which creates buying pressure and pushes price up rapidly. The gap that forms on the chart during this rapid move is what we call a fair value gap, or FVG. Now, this gap forms because a lot of buy and sell orders in that area didn't get fully fulfilled. So in the future, to fill those remaining pending orders, the chances of price coming back to fill this gap are very high. This is exactly why, many times in the market, when price opens with a gap up or gap down, the market tries to come back to that area to fill the gap. Let's now learn how to mark a fair value gap on the chart. It's really simple. You just need to look at three candles. If during an uptrend, three candles form on the chart like this, where the middle candle is really big and strong, then you need to mark the high point of the first candle and the low point of the third candle. Now, if there's a gap visible between these 2 points, that's our bullish fair value gap. Similarly, if the market is in a bearish trend, you take the low point of the first candle and the high point of the third candle. If a gap forms between these two, that's our bearish fair value gap. One important thing to keep in mind, if the candle's wick extends beyond the closing price, we draw the line from the wick's point, not the closing point, because the wick is also a part of the price action and ignoring it wouldn't be right. Also, if an inside candle forms within the big candle, you should always use the master candle, meaning the big candle's high and low points, to draw the fair value gap on the chart. A lot of new traders draw the FVG from the inside candle's high and low, which is a common mistake. But if there's no gap at all between two candles, the candles are overlapping each other, then there's no fair value gap present on the chart. We call this balanced price action. Now, not every fair value gap should be used for trading, so knowing which FVG is valid and which one is invalid is really important. First thing, a fair value gap remains valid as long as it's unmitigated, meaning price hasn't filled that gap yet. But once price comes into that gap area and fills it, it becomes mitigated, which means it's no longer useful for us going forward. That's why a fair value gap can only be used once. Second thing, if price comes into a fair value gap area and completely breaks through it without showing any respect, and the candle closes outside the FVG, then it's an invalid fair value gap. We can't use it for anything going forward. However, if price comes down into this gap area and forms a long lower wick with the candle closing around the 50% level of the area or above it, then we can still consider it valid, because price showed rejection from that area. Third thing, there should be a valid break of structure behind the fair value gap. If there's no valid BOS formed on the chart, then relying on that FVG can be risky. Now for the most important part, let's learn how to actually enter trades using the fair value gap. If there's a bullish trend going on in the market, you should only be looking at bullish fair value gaps. In a bearish trend, only bearish FVGs. Never take a trade entry on a fair value gap that goes against the trend. Sometimes, when really big candles form in the market, the FVG area also becomes very large. In these cases, Price very often reverses from the starting point of the FVG or from its 50% area. So if a large FVG forms on the chart, you can plan your entry near the starting point or the 50% area. This way, your stop loss stays tight and your risk-to-reward ratio stays solid. For a bullish FVG, your stop loss should go slightly below the gap area, and for a bearish FVG, slightly above the gap area. And try to keep your profit target at least double your stop loss. To build a high-probability trade entry setup, you need to look at other key factors along with the FVG. For example, if there's a previous support or resistance area near the FVG zone, the chances of price reversing from there go up even more. Also, if a rejection candle like a hammer or shooting star forms inside the FVG area, that acts as an additional confirmation. On this chart, after trading in a range for a while, price breaks out to the upside with a strong bullish candle. Now, if we mark 3 candles here, the high of the first candle and the low of the third candle, between these two, a clear fair value gap is forming on the chart. So we mark it here and wait for price to come back to this zone. A little while later, as price gradually comes down and enters this FVG area, a candle with a long lower wick forms right there. This tells us that buyers are active at this level and they're preventing price from going lower. Now we can plan a trade entry on the bullish side here. Our stop loss goes slightly below this FVG area and our profit target sits near the previous swing high. Within a short time, price takes support from this area, shoots back up, and our target gets hit. If you know the FVG concept, you already know ahead of time where price might come back to and where it could bounce from. This lets you enter at the right spot and keep your risk low. So guys, in today's video, we learned what a fair value gap is, how to draw it on the chart, the difference between a valid and invalid FVG, and how to take trade entries using it, all step by step. One thing to always remember, never enter a trade based solely on a single fair value gap. Always look at the market trend, support and resistance levels, and candlestick patterns together, and only then plan your trade entry. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.